Meanwhile, with less than 4 weeks to go before the end of the fiscal year, the Economic Program Oversight Committee EPOC is urging outstanding public sector groups to try and finalize a wage deal with government. In addition to the teachers, doctors, police personnel, as well as those working in immigration and Jamaica customs are yet to ink a deal with the government. And so, co-chairman of EPOC, Keith Duncan, is issuing a word of caution.
EPOC is strongly recommending to the outstanding public bodies and their staff associations that they continue to be transparent and communicate to their membership the details of the proposed salary packages and the risk that they face in terms of payments being possibly protracted over the years rather than they receiving their increased compensation in full for 2022-2023 by the end of March 31st, 2023.
The public sector compensation review will push the wage bill from $222.5 billion in the last fiscal year to $318 billion in this fiscal year, which ends on March 31. That's an increase of roughly 64%.
This $318 billion has been allocated for the groups, and by law, under the Fiscal Administration and Audit Act, no portion of this expenditure can be carried over into the new financial year of 2023-2024. That is, no balances can be carried over into the next fiscal year.
In the 2023-2024 fiscal year, public sector wages and salaries should move to $338 billion. That's about 11.4% of GDP.
EPOC is very concerned about the risk of derailment of the macro-fiscal program or possible further breakdown in industrial relationships between the GOJ and its employees, and we're appealing for good sense to prevail.
The parliamentary opposition has also called on the government to address concerns about the compensation review process. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says officials have been making themselves available to speak with workers and their representatives.